Hey folks, Daily Landsblog now for the 15th of May. This is Luke part 2. I left it off yesterday talking to you about my friend Luke, who I got to know, and we immediately bonded because we immediately understood each other. And he understood that to some extent I represented hope for him, and he, for me, represented why I needed to celebrate my own life. Because I saw in him the pain that I'd been through once or twice or a million times. So 6 months ago, we went on that walk where I did the talking and he did the listening. And, you know, we kind of kept in touch. And then on December the 7th of last year, December 7th, 2017, for me, a date that will live in infamy, because Luke called and left me a voice message, and I played it on the Daily Landsblog. And I said, it's nothing to do with what he's saying, but listen to the tone of his voice. There was hope in his voice, there was excitement in his voice, there was optimism in his voice, and it was just the greatest thing. I thought, oh my gosh, this guy who's just been tortured so badly is feeling better, he's doing better. Maybe, maybe it's going to turn out to be okay. But it didn't. And he relapsed, and he went to Sunnybrook Hospital, where he has spent the last 3 months, I believe. I was speaking in Sunnybrook a couple of months ago, and I let him know that I was giving a speech there, and he came down and saw me. And it just, it broke my heart. It broke my heart to look out at him and have him look at me. And I could tell that he just wanted to be in a place where he could do what it was I was doing, which is just live my life. And I just... I felt so bad for him, because I could see all he wanted was like just the simple act of living his life, and he couldn't do it. So I gave him a hug, and that's the last time I saw him. Over the last couple of months, we've been emailing back and forth, and none of what he ever said was good. And I said, "Can I come and visit you?" And he said, "No, I'm physically not good. I'm mentally not good, but I'll let you know if I get better." If I feel better. And then last Thursday, again by coincidence, I was speaking at Sunnybrook, and I messaged him, and he said, I said, "How you doing?" And he said, "Bad, sorry." I'm struck by that last word, sorry. Bad, sorry. And he didn't get to come to see me, because I found out subsequent that he was on lockdown. Because he had spoken about ending his life. And Saturday morning, he did end his life. And for me, it's not nothing about me. I just related to Luke more than anyone that I've ever related to. And when Wade died, I had a tough time understanding why, and I still do, because he had sat at our kitchen table 10 days before he died, and he was not hopeless, and he was not desperately sick. In fact, he was doing pretty well. So something happened to Wade on that one day that caused him to do something that I know he didn't want to do. But with Luke, here's what I understood. The sense of pain that was so deep and so profound that he was incapable of living his life, and a sense of hopelessness from repeated treatments over and over and over again, trying so many different things and unable to find that. And the pain of living became so great that the fear of dying was far less than the fear of living for another day. And as tragic as it is, and as how I wish desperately I could have done something to make a difference for him, I understand him. I understand why you would be in such rough shape that you get it. Luke. Okay, that's just silly, me looking at the camera saying Luke. I don't believe that he's watching right now. But if he was, I would say, oh man, I'm sorry, buddy, and I understand you. SickNotWeak.com, 24 hours a day, 364 days a year.